Well, Laverne, let's get this show on the road and let's get started and let's make it a good one. While Irish eyes are smiling, you are like a thunder. Now you go da da da.
Da da da.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, top of the afternoon
Well,
to
anyway,
you, Shirley.
St. Patrick's Day is one of the jolliest parties of the year.
When you look stunning.
Oh, you're devastating.
Now you're being Shirley Black now, remember?
Well, I thought devastating is supposed to be nice.
No. Okay, so.
Okay, you look like a monkey.
Now you're lucky you're my friend. We said we would give it a little update on your New Year's resolution before we go into, since we're about to go into St. Patrick's Day. It's been almost 3 months since you made that resolution to be a nicer person.
Well, now you should tell me, have I been?
Well, let's do a little self-assessment. Do you feel like you have been?
Yeah, I think sometimes I'm better than I should be.
Yeah, you've been pretty good.
Yeah.
You've been pretty good. I have to give you that. But the year
Remember,
has
I'm
just
trying
begun.
to teach you to be nicer.
Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are.
When she talks about people or she says nasty things, I said, now, Laverne, let's be nice.
I know. And I have to say the same thing to you, too.
I don't know why.
Well, anyways, let's talk a little bit. We have a lot to go through today, I think. We've got some questions from the audience. We want to kind of talk about St. Patrick's Day and how, you've...
Well, it's my daughter-in-law's birthday, too, which makes it nice. My husband always said, boy, her dad must have been happy, her being born on St. Patrick's Day. What a party he could have had.
I bet they did have a party, don't you think?
Oh, no doubt. I don't know if they were party people like we were, though.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're wishing Rishi a happy birthday.
Real happy birthday. She's a good girl. And don't forget, Rishi, I gave you my son, and you better be nice to me.
Oh, she is nice too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, she is. And we do want to shout out to one other birthday person, our friend Keith Gregory, who used to be the head of Cox Communications here in Pensacola. He's moved, but he's also another St. Patty's baby. So he's Irish. So that's great. Okay, so tell me a little bit about how you used to celebrate and some of the things that you've done over the years with St. Patrick's Day.
Well, at our Regency in Fort Myers, we had green beer, band around the pool, and our little bandmaster was a little twerp of a guy, and he'd come in dressed like a leprechaun, and we all had these people that thought they were going to be champion singers. You know, everybody thought they could out-sing everybody. And you get a little Irish whiskey in you, and it really makes your voice better.
Or do you think it makes your voice better, or do you think it
just
sounds better? Or either people think you sound better.
Well, a lot of people don't think you should have Irish whiskey. You don't have to drink to have fun, though.
No, we have fun, and we hardly drink.
Yeah, well, we're just happy people.
We are just happy people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the questions that we did get from someone that wrote in was, how did they celebrate? We've talked about Bonita Bill's so many times. How did they celebrate St. Patrick's Day at Bonita Bill's?
Well, I really probably no different than anybody place else. I mean, it's a party. St. Patrick's Day is a party, but we had our big parties mostly at our own place. But,
would you dress up in St. Patrick's?
That place looked so green. It was not, you couldn't see anything but green.
Well, and
there's always a few that would get a few drinks and do the Irish jig, and there was one woman that every time she lifted her one leg up, she'd practically fall over.
That wasn't you, was it?
No.
Oh,
I don't even know how to do the Irish jig.
Well, that was good you didn't hurt yourself.
Yeah, but we did have a few fellas there that really thought they were singers. One guy thought he had to perform Danny Boy.
Did he sing it all the time?
He had a good voice, too.
Oh, that was good.
It was loud. At least it was loud.
Well, you look particularly Irish today with all your clothing and your accoutrements.
You have to live the part.
And I think we should give a shout out to Teresa for helping provide the
Oh, yeah.
costuming for
Teresa
today's
Wagner,
show.
she come with a bag of stuff yesterday for us to dig through and find something to wear.
Well, I think she did a good job. I love that hat. That is, I want to steal that by the time
Well, I don't
the
care.
show's
It's not
up.
mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you want to answer some more of these questions that people wrote in?
Anything you like.
Okay, well, someone asked, did you have a destination wedding?
The destination wedding.
Oh, yeah, I guess you did have one because you went over the line to get married.
Well, I know. Well, I'm glad I got married, seeing I had kids.
Right, but I mean, you know how now people go to the Bahamas or they go here to get married.
When you're 17 and in high school, you can hardly afford the Bahamas.
Did you go and come back and go back to school the same day that you got married?
No, we had to have a weekend.
Oh, that was nice.
But anyhow, I couldn't, it was a secret. Probably the reason the marriage was so early is because of World War II.
Right.
My husband, not my husband, my boyfriend, he got so excited when Pearl Harbor was announced. We were sitting in the car, and my God, I thought he was going to faint. And I think maybe that's why he wanted to quick get me a diamond and put it on my finger and get married. Then we had a beautiful convertible. He sold the convertible when he left. Bought me an old Ford. I think he was afraid I was going to pick up guys with that yellow convertible.
It was yellow convertible. So he drove off. I mean, he wouldn't let you drive off.
But
with it.
anyway, we went to Crown Point, Indiana to get married, so it wouldn't be in the paper. And because at that time, a girl could not be married and be in school. And I wanted to have to graduate because the teacher that taught shorthand and typing and all that, she thought I was so good that I was meant to be a great secretary. When she saw the diamond on my finger, she had a fit. But anyhow, it all turned out okay.
Yes, and you were married a long time.
74 years.
Oh,
is
that's
all.
wonderful. So maybe people should try getting married younger.
Well, you have to have a lot of good stamina.
Well,
Today, the first fight, and they're out the door.
oh, well, it's tough. It is tough. 74, you do, cheers to 74, that's for sure.
Wow, this is really good.
A couple other questions. This comes from our friend Angela B. Do you have a secret for winning at Wind Creek?
Well, I'll tell you. I'll be very honest. I haven't found it yet. In fact, we call it going to church, and I says, churches always like big donations, and we've been being good church people.
Well, I think it is, we have a good time.
Oh, it's wonderful. The only thing is we're going to run out of money.
I think,
I don't need an audience. I got one right here.
no, because I think it is so funny that we don't lose that much money.
Well, we have to learn how to control ourselves.
Maybe we can make the machines go slow.
Well, our trouble was we thought, gee, if we win something with a little bit, just guess what we would do with putting a lot in. Well,
I must
then
admit,
our luck changed.
Yeah, I do think the little going down at the penny thing is more helpful.
It's a very nice place to go, but a lot of people don't believe in gambling, and when I get to be Shirley White, I'll give it up.
Okay, we have a question from Paula S., who says, who's the best president you voted for?
Well, I can go way back, and then people won't get mad at me. I'm not going to say any of the recent ones in years.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah. Well, in our day, we all loved Franklin Delano Roosevelt when I was the youngest,
Did you vote for him? You were kind of young.
and Truman.
Yeah, that was good.
Those are all Democrats now. I know there's a lot of but I can change every now and then.
You, I know you're kind of a switcher, like Dick is too. He does
Yeah,
that.
well, I don't think you're supposed to just vote for what
The
party
party.
you're in. I think the person that proves himself that can do the best.
Well, I know it's hard to know what they're going to really do once they get in office.
But some of these people get irate over things, and I think that is ridiculous. That's one thing that should be discussed.
Well, I agree with you. Well, this was a funny one. Maybe I shouldn't ask you this. This came from a friend. Did you really tie your son to a tree?
For his safety.
You want to tell us about it?
Well, we had a summer resort, and we were on a lake, and I couldn't watch him every minute. So when we were by the beach, close to the beach, he had his little harness. Yeah, I'd tie a rope to a tree so he could only go so far in the water.
Well, that was kind of smart.
I think so.
He didn't hurt himself. Well, he's with us today because you tied him to the tree.
Well, and the funny part is, then when he got a little older, I says, now when you go out there, don't go over your belly button. Well, then we had a lady working behind the counter, and she was real tall, and he said to her, Ann, I bet you can walk across the whole lake because your belly button's so high.
Well, he was pretty smart back then, wasn't he?
Yeah, we had things figured out.
Well, so he was safe and sound. Well, we again invite people to email us questions at shirleyandlaverne@blabtv.com. As you can see, there's no holds barred. We'll answer all questions, I guess, unless they're really embarrassing or something.
Oh, we're too old to get embarrassed.
Well, what are you going to do on for St. Patrick's Day? What do you suggest people? Do you have a favorite place in town where you want to go and hear Danny Boy? Or
I think I can sit right here and let you sing it.
oh no, I have to ask
I
Mallory.
think it's a good night to go out, a good night to have parties, but you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I mean, I did my partying, many years of it.
Well, maybe I'll cook the corned beef, but I think the singing we'll have to leave to you.
Well, what's Dick going to do, the Irish jig?
Oh, maybe we'll have him do that. That'll be fun. Well, Shirley, we were talking a little bit about some of the things, again, we're going to be doing on the show. And we met with a new producer today. So are you kind of excited about some of the things we're going to do?
Oh, I am just so excited. You're just driving me up a wall.
It'll actually be fun because we'll have visitors and we'll have be in locations that people know and maybe
When
don't
we
even
get the
know
next
about.
letters, it'll say, don't you girls know you're making darn fools of yourself?
No, we're going to be secret shoppers. We're going to
Oh.
be secret shoppers.
Okay. Candy?
Well, I don't know. We can't tell where we're going to go, or they might practice. We want to really go and, where we see how service is handled there, and, customer service.
Well, we can't make them think we're spies.
Well, no, we're going to be secret shoppers. We're going to dress up where nobody will know it's us.
We're going to have to grow a foot.
I know. That's true. Well, we, I guess, are going to wrap up pretty soon because we're going to go and have a nice dinner or maybe a cocktail by the pool.
Are you tired of being with me already?
I'm not tired of being with you, but he's giving me the signal.
Oh, is it? Well, you have to tell me. Okay. Have a good time, everybody. Here's to the Irish.
Here's to the Irish. Happy birthday, Rishi and Keith Gregory.
Is that it?